Hi everyone, my name is Donna and I am a health and well-being personal trainer, and welcome to my channel. This is one of my first videos where I'm going to delve deeper into lipedema, into a little bit of my history about my own weight loss, but also finding a comfortable place for my body and the body acceptance that I have got since I've had my diagnosis. So I'm recording this in May 2021 and I found out about the condition back in January of this year, and it sparked up some interest for me just from the history I've had through my whole life with my heavy set legs and some of the pain that I've had in and around my legs, my joints. And I was diagnosed with chronic fatigue syndrome a few years back, but since finding out about lipedema, everything has clicked into place to kind of, with the pain, with the symptoms, with everything I've gone through. It was just this big click moment. So I had a consultation with a private doctor in February because I just wanted to get to the bottom of it, and I heard a lot of kind of feedback from other people with the condition and from doctors, sort of the NHS doctors, and not really understanding it. So I wanted to find out direct, so I went straight away to the direct source and I sent some photos. I then had the consultation, the hour call, and it turns out that I have got stage 2 lipedema, and I am on this journey learning as I go, but it's really kind of clicked into place for me through this last year when we went through the pandemic and all the gyms were shut and I had to do some home exercise, but I was also still recovering from my own chronic fatigue syndrome. So I really had to take a ginormous step back with my own exercise. And coming from a personal trainer, someone who's trained all their life and been kind of had that connection with exercise where you're so in it. And if anyone watching this can relate to that, you will know what I mean. It's hard to let go, especially when you have reached burnout and you might have to make ginormous, massive, really drastic changes to your movement kind of routine. There's points where I couldn't really, I'd go weeks without training to the extent that I used to train. Put it into perspective for you. When I was at my worst, I was training sort of 3 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week, 1 day off, but even then I was still doing stuff. I just want to add here that when I was training 3 hours a day was when it was my worst for me with my body dysmorphia and with my connection and relationship to exercise. Nowhere near that at all when I reached burnout. When I got to my burnout, when I say I spent weeks not exercising, that even was just a walk, just a 10-minute walk, 15-minute walk. I could hardly manage that, and yeah, I just wanted to add that into this video, but that's for a different video. What got me to the burnout. But anyway, so this last year I have mainly been focusing on my walking, mainly for my mental health, as well as that I can no longer run because of the pain and the offset of fatigue that I get when I do any form of high intensity training. So running, I've had to scrap that. But walking has been amazing for me, and also doing home workouts using kettlebells, using hand weights, slow training, 20 to 30 minutes long, 2 times a week, being realistic. That has worked wonders for me. So, and this was before I found out about the condition. So I noticed my hormone I haven't had tests, but I know I can feel it in myself. There's so much research on the hormones and hormone imbalance. It goes along with the recovery from my kind of CFS journey as well. And those of you who have got lipedema will know there's a huge link between hormones and the condition. So when I looked into my hormones, I looked into training around my hormonal cycle, then finding out about the condition that I've got, everything's just clicked for me. And I've been speaking to other people, other ladies who have suffered and there's been a few aspects that you've trained continuously your life, totally battling with your body, doing absolutely everything, hours and hours of training, but still not getting the look in your legs and your lower body and even your arms that you would expect from the amount of output that you're putting out there. And I've been there. I know how it feels, like hence how I reached burnout, because I would try absolutely everything to get the body that I desired. And then there's the other side of it where you're unsure of what to do. You don't really know what's right, don't really know what's wrong. Right or wrong in the aspects of sort of doing what's right for your body, but also in general for movement and exercise. Going into a gym, into a weights area, if you feel self-conscious and you don't really know what to wear because the clothing can be hard to get because our waist is small and our legs are big. There's so much I could delve into with what I've gone through in the past, and then looking at it from a fitness person's perspective, someone in the fitness industry who's battled with this. So I would love to help so many people with this, not only with the mindset, but mainly with the movement. Now, the movement side of things, I have noticed that yoga, I didn't list that before, but yoga has been a massive thing for me, like Pilates, a little bit of kind of slow movement, low impact. That's the sweet spot. And the more I keep speaking to people in the community, that tends to be the case for quite a lot of people. But that's what I've come across this last year, of stopping the running, stopping the high intensity plyometrics, minimal jumping. I can't train for longer, really. I can train for longer than 40 minutes, but I will be in bed for 3 days. So half an hour, I'm happy with that. My body's happy with that. And I can do my daily activities, because I do still struggle with the CFS days, the days where my body hurts, my joints hurt, and I know I've overdone it. But yeah, there's so much I could delve into. But what I wanted to say on this first video, this #1 video on my journey that I want to share with you guys, because I want to help those of you who are struggling with this and don't really know where to go, especially when it comes to movement. I am planning to do a couple of videos a week. One of the videos is going to be an exercise one for CFS, for burnout, for lipedema, and anyone who wants to improve their mobility, build strength, and do it in a way that you can relate to me and I can relate to the conditions. Obviously, any feedback, I'm open to it. Stretching is a key thing, and the reason I want to do these videos and put them out there on this channel, on my YouTube, is because I know how tough it is to find something that can help. So if I can offer you 15-20 minute movement, mobility, stretching, strength, upper body stretches, lower body stretches, upper body strength, lower body strength, some chair exercises. I've got knee issues, I've got hip issues. We all get tight neck and shoulders generally in society. So I just want to help you guys and put some content out there that you may find helpful and be accountable as well. So if I can build up a little community where we can hold each other accountable. So if I ever miss a week, you can just message me and be like, Donna, where are you this week? So I want to put out there one video per week that you can do at home, comfort in your own home. You can do it in your loungewear, your pajamas. No one's going to see you, so you feel comfortable doing it. And then the other video that I want to share is my tips on living in a body with the conditions, not only chronic fatigue syndrome, which I'd probably say I'm 85% recovered, but I did have COVID in November 2020. So that flared up a lot of the symptoms, because I kind of reached about 90% recovered, and then I got COVID. So now I still have days where I don't know if it's the long COVID or anything like that, because long COVID and ME and CFS are all very, very linked together. So I think it's just the case that it's that post-viral kind of fatigue that I still suffer with. So I would love to share that with you guys as well. And again, if anyone suffers with long COVID, these movement days that I put out for you, the routines, it can be something for you as well, because I suffer with it. I am a qualified personal trainer. I'm a qualified sports massage therapist, so I understand any injuries in the body as well, and understand the anatomy to quite a high kind of level, so I can, you know, safely help you move. And also, like I say, with the talking videos, I would just want to educate maybe and give you an insight of how I live with the conditions in regards to my body brushing routine, the days where I might even record some of the days where I do feel a bit groggy, and what I do in regards to living with a chronic fatigue in regards to doing stuff around the house, cooking. I don't like to share too much with food, and I will tell you the reason why on this first one, because I would love to share and get your feedback if you suffered with this as well, because of the amount of years that I spent dieting and restrictive eating. I do have, or used to, and I do believe now that I used to have a lot of anorexic, orthorexic traits when I was deep in diet culture. And it's taken a lot of therapy, talking therapy, that I have had externally to help me with body dysmorphia, to help me with orthorexic stroke anorexic behaviours. Because us living in a body that holds a lot of kind of abnormal fat and certain parts of our body, we do hit the stage where we diet and diet and diet, and you diet so much that you know you're restricting so many foods. So I have stepped away from a nutritional coaching, so I have got nutrition qualifications. I think when you're so involved in diets and food, for me being in the fitness industry again, I was like, right, I'm going to do my nutrition diplomas, get all them done, and I did that, and I know so much about nutrition, but I am not going to go down the route of recommending certain diets for anyone who has suffered with, I mean, it could be a good insight for me to help you get out of that diet culture and eat with freedom, which I do now. There's a term, intuitive eating, so I literally eat what I want when I fancy it, but I have had to gain weight, reset my metabolism, and that has taken 2-3 years, and I'm at like maintenance now, maintenance level, where I can enjoy life. But I still love my healthy food, but I will still eat chocolate. There are some diets that are given out in the lipedema community, which is like the ketogenic diet, paleo diet, which is stuff that I've tried loads in the past, and I can't stick to it. And it brings back those orthorexic traits that don't sit comfortably with me. So I wouldn't want to give out any nutritional advice that doesn't serve you if you're in that mindset. I do coach a handful of people privately to overcome diet habits, diet culture, and to have freedom and intuitive eating. If anyone would like me to cover that in some content of how I do that, let me know. If you want to reach out to me, I'll put my website details below, so you can always reach out and ask me if you are really struggling with the diet culture, the restrictive eating disorder route. I can help to a certain level, but if it's out of my remit, I will recommend someone else to help you with that. And any talking therapy, for me, my experience in the past, has massively helped when it comes to how you see yourself with body dysmorphia. So many women have body dysmorphia living in a lipedema body, because we try so hard, we get disheartened when something doesn't work. yeah, it's tough, really is tough. And then that's not to mention how it can affect your mood, your anxiety, your depression. I did do a video about, I've done a couple of videos in the past, but I want to make this a regular thing now to help you guys and share my journey with you, because I've only found out February, March, May, 3 months ago about this. It's taken this the 3 months to get my head around it and where I want to take my journey and how I want to help others with, especially with the movement side of things. But I've done a couple of videos. One was the comments I got and how to be confident at a festival, because in the past when I've been out in public, people freely judge my body. They feel, you know, it's okay to say comments about my body even though they don't know me, it's strangers. So I've done a video on that because there was some times in the past I've had that and how I dealt with that. Then I have done a video in the past, quite recently, about when I got diagnosed and my mindset of all of the things that people have said about my body, how I dealt with that and the mindset shift around that. So I will try and link those in this video for you so you can refer to those and follow my journey as I go with this. Like I say, I've just found out 3 months ago about the condition, that I've got the condition. I'm stage 2, and I just want to help you guys and share it. So the announcement coming your way, I am going to post 1 video a week which is going to be movement based, and 1 video a week which is going to be like lifestyle tips and a little bit of the history that I've dealt with throughout my life of losing weight, compulsive movement, restrictive eating, then shifting that mindset. I healed my hormones, and now I am 85 to 90% recovered from CFS, ME, but I still get the long COVID issues and the lipedema on top. So I've got so much to talk about, and if any of you guys want my help, I am here, and I'm here to kind of help you guys along this journey. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and every time I upload a video, and I'm going to try and make it consistent, so I will try and do one on Monday, and then I will do one on Friday, so we can get into that routine. You know, I'm going to put a workout one on this set day and then a talking one on this set day, and if there's any desire which order you would like them on, so if you want movement Monday, me talking Friday, or vice versa. Sometimes it's quite nice to have the movement ones on a Friday, because then you've got all weekend to do them. You can just save them and do them at the weekend. So I might do that one, but let me know. Right, thank you for listening. If you've got this far on the video, just write a comment if you have, and share your thoughts with me. I'd love to help you guys and build a nice little community with exercising, moving and mobility with lipedema, chronic fatigue syndrome, and also a little bit of long COVID, because it's tough. And I understand how it feels if you push yourself too much. Finding your baseline. Thank you so much for listening, guys. And the next one I'll be putting out will be a movement one, so I look forward to you joining me. And yeah, I'm signing off now. Take care, and I'll see you all next week.